Hey, uh, so update, which is not an update at all. Um, same loop, stuck, never ending. We recorded a video on my computer, and I can't. They don't save ever. So it's talking about the current situation and what's going on. So, yeah, and that one was like 20 minutes long, and I don't think I'm gonna keep it 20 minutes long. However, I always say that just keep it, So, again, speaking from the soul and heart, you know, it's like it's funny. Like these videos get super sensitized, and they watch what eye movement and etc. So, yeah, might have had my last meal. Had a couple drinks. Going to um, it's the end. It has to be an end somewhere. I've been nothing. The world has been wiped with me all the way through nonstop, and I just can't live like this no more. So um, it has to end at some point, and I reached that point. So essentially, feel defeated. Like I had a lot to say and push a good message in the video that was deleted, but now I feel defeated, betrayed on every level. It really takes nothing to find out what the fuck is going on, and it just kept them going and on, right? So it's like you look at it, it's like, well, there's words and there's actions, right? There's posts, what people do. And I keep walking around asking for humanity, literally. It's been rejected time after time. I understand some of it. It comes from, I'm like, basically, I'm a political prisoner. Essentially, the left is keeping me in the limbo, keeping me. I slept on the street last night again. They keep me in this state in order to disintegrate me, to condition me, and use me as a weapon. um, they offered before, oh, let's work together, but I'm like, how can I work with people that destroyed my family? They destroyed everyone I loved, destroyed myself, right? That spent millions of dollars, immense human manpower to condition, and it's not even about that. It's about who these people are, right? Like that's it's like it's vicious psychopath, right? That feed off on energy. I'm an empath, right? And so essentially in like good soul and creative, sure, I'm not perfect and made my mistakes and stuff like that, but I own my shit immediately on the spot. And but that's not enough. They talk about that they verify an identity. However, nobody wants to verify anything. They are proud that they conditioning me. They are proud that they are framing me. They are proud of the fact that they destroying me. They have people on the street yelling that I'm going to be dead soon and stuff like that. And like I was never afraid of that. I was afraid of good people being manipulated, and essentially not having an ability to find a resolution. And that seems to be that's what it got to. So my life is not my own. I don't have a life. It's taken, and it's um by the left, and by left I mean like they love to hide behind masses of people, organizations, right? Like you have Dustin, Gard, Weiss, right? That's after me. You have Tom Cadis, that's after me, right? They love the fact that I would be like, oh, the CIA is after me. No, the CIA is not after me. The intelligence community is not after me. It's few people that in leaders of these organizations that are after me, right? You have, and when I talk about Democrats and Republicans, right? like the 50 million people that vote for them for Democratic Party are not after me, right? The leaders are, and they destroyed everything. Like if you think about on the level of just what's in the name, right? Like I'm one human being, right? So like I'm on completely on a vertical spectrum, right? Like I'm here, right? And then you have United States of America, right? It's in the name, United, right? If you listen to the anthem, indivisible, do you feel like this nation is indivisible? Do you feel like this nation is united? You don't, because it's weaponized and they hide behind this, right? So you have these, literally it's like 10, 15, 20 individuals, right? That want to hold on to the power and weaponize, manipulate, and everything. And they did this to democratic values, right? This is why so many people that just had perspectives on the world, and from being in the middle, having not much of a bias, leaning there, leaning like in the middle, like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and which I think what makes United States is such a great country, and the youngest and so powerful is because of people like this, because they have an ability, to essentially, uh, it's like to keep it neutral, right? And everyone keeps everybody in check, and they weaponize democratic values and they hide behind these values, but they represent none of them. They literally torture me like on a daily basis. It's been 4 years, and there is no stoppage, right? Like there's nothing. They're not stopping. There is no logic. I broke down and took down everything that they came forward with, or at least by coming forward is like floating, so I can solve it, so they can just adjust and manipulate later. And they don't hide that they're trying to weaponize me. So I'm essentially a political prisoner of the left. And by the left, I mean the leadership, right? It's not good people that the Democrats. I know, like, quite a lot of people in this world, right? Prominent families, some builders, regular folks, plenty of those, and like they do not represent any of this. Like they don't represent any values whatsoever. The amount of abuse I have taken over these years is madness. It's nothing short of madness. I try to leave, they don't let me leave. Like I have a good friend that sent me some money, that took a stand, and his name is Star, and sent me money for a ticket, and I could buy a domestic flight, I could buy a hotel room, I could buy cryptocurrency, I could buy drink at the bar. I cannot buy an international flight. So they're keeping me here, and the agenda is to weaponize me, right? And weaponize me against the Republican Party, right? Which now running around building the world. Like if you look at the news, like all they do is putting out fires, trying to like find peace and bring people to a negotiation of unity. When I came back from DC, I projected that same thing, unity. No, they don't want unity. Like they want destruction. And on top of that, they want to hide their own corruption and their own evil, true evil